What is happening to Africa? Do you think the things that we are going through in Africa is because of our corrupt leaders and our selfish leaders? Well, sit back. Let's get to discuss this on the other side. YouTube channel. My name is Peter Sheikh Skyra Favored, the Smart MC, the Slim Giant, or you can call me Bashimpundu if you like. If you are new to my YouTube channel, well, you are welcome. And for those that have subscribed already, thank you so much. Let's get to 10,000 Ks. Let's get that. I know we can do it. Thank you so much for the love and for the support. Well, if you've not subscribed, hit the red button, switch on the notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you will be notified that Bashimpundu has posted a new video. And today, I've come in another shoes. I want to talk about Africa. What is happening to Africa? Why are we having selfish leaders? Leaders that loves only themselves, that wants to enrich themselves, and they don't want to die for people that they are leading. They don't want to sacrifice for people that put them into their offices where they are and making the money they are making, while the people that voted for them, that they are leading, are living in poverty. Catch me on the other side as I talk more about this topic. What is happening to Africa? And of course, like I said, my topic today is what is happening to Africa. What is really happening to Africa? We are having corrupt and selfish leaders that only want to enrich themselves. They only care about themselves, their family, and not the people that they are leading. The people that put them in their offices so that they can go and represent them, so that they can go and work for them. They are working for themselves, caring for themselves and their families, because they are already on that seat. They have forgotten how they came to ask for votes from the poor people and promise them a lot of things that they are going to do when they get into power. But when they get into power, power overrides them. And all they think about is them making money in that office and not caring for the people that voted for them to get on the seat where they are seated. African leaders, very selfish people and corrupt. People that don't want to do things on their own. All they want is to be spoon-fed time and again, just like babies. All they want is to wait for donations from the Western world, and after those donations come into place, they misappropriate the funds. They get those funds to enrich themselves. They get those funds to use for themselves and their families, and even banking and saving those funds into the banks offshores. What is happening to Africa? Our leaders in different parts of Africa have made Africa to be what it is today. One of the leaders, rest in peace, Robert Mugabe, who stood firm and never wanted the Western world to influence his country. Are we going to have such leaders? One of the leaders still alive and living is Julius Malema of South Africa. That man doesn't tolerate any nonsense. from the Western world. I hope one day, South Africa will give him a chance to lead that nation. What is happening to Africa? While we are having our leaders that only care about themselves. When you talk about Nigeria, that is 60 years today. That is 60 years. They still complain about electricity. They complain about bad roads. They complain about hospitals. They complain about good water that they don't have. Well, in some movies, they've shown you a good Nigeria and not shown you the bad Nigeria. What is happening to our Africa? When the leaders that we vote for are in their offices getting huge amounts of money, building houses, building flats, buying expensive cars, and the people they are leading that voted for them are living in abject poverty. Wake up, my fellow youths all over Africa. Wake up, my fellow youths in Zambia. What is happening to Africa? We don't want to support even our own. Madagascar found medicine herbal for COVID-19. The Western world, of course, as always, they are controlling. And our own African leaders have failed to stand for Madagascar and just support that we can use our own local African medicine to heal. Why have they done that? I'm sure it's because of the donations that are coming from the Western world. The moment they want to speak, their bank accounts on their phones, their alert comes. Boom, you've received some cash. So they keep quiet. They know that if they stand firm, go against what who is saying, there'll be no more donations. And their bank accounts will not be fat anymore. Why are we having corrupt leaders, selfish leaders? You are put in that office so that you can work for us. You are put in that office not to enrich yourself and for your selfish gains. What is happening to Africa? Wake up, youths, and let's do the right thing. Wake up, wake up. Well, the same things I'm talking about, it's what is happening in Zambia. It's just everywhere. My country, Zambia, where you see an ambulance that is supposed to be taking sick people, that is supposed to be used for emergency for those that are sick. It is carrying furniture for a government work. That is the Zambia we are living in today. We are also having selfish leaders that will send you to go and fight while where their children are living in the diaspora. They are living abroad and not in Zambia. They send you to go and fight with machetes. They send you to go and fight with stones so that you can hurt each other, so that you can kill each other, while their children are not even going out there to go and fight. Selfish leaders. People that don't love the people they want to lead. That's the people we are having here in Africa and here in Zambia. They don't love us. They only care about us. What is happening to Africa? What is happening in Zambia? 2021 is just around the corner. And we, the same youths that have seen what has been happening over the years, we will be the ones that they'll give 100 kwachas and we will forget about the sufferings we are going through. We will be the youths that will be bought only beers And we will forget what they have been doing to us, how we've been living, and we will go and give them the votes and sell our birthright. Africa today, they say there are no jobs in Africa. They say there are no jobs in Zambia. But today, Africa is full of Chinese people. Zimbabwe received some doctors from China. Does it mean Zimbabwe doesn't have professional doctors that have done medicine? If there are no jobs in Zimbabwe, why did those Chinese doctors leave China to go to Zimbabwe? What are they doing there? If there are no jobs in Africa, why do we have Chinese leaving their countries and coming to take over Africa? Since there are no jobs in Africa. There are no jobs in Zambia. We have graduates that expected jobs after university. But then they can't find a job. But Chinese are taking over Zambia. What are they coming to do in Zambia if Zambia has no jobs? What is happening to our leaders? What is happening to Africa? Wake up, Zambia. Wake up, my fellow youths. These people, they don't love us. They don't care about us. They care about themselves. No jobs. Chinese people are everywhere. They own lands in Africa. They own large portions of land in Zambia. While in their land, you can't even have a portion of land. That's Africa. That's China. And Africa, our African leaders, they just allow these people to come and do whatever they want to do in our lands. In Zambia, they allow them to buy lands, to do anything. We even have police who are Chinese driving government vehicles. They have too much freedom that you can't have when you go to China. What is happening to Africa? What is happening to our leaders? That will come back to us and vote for them again. Wake up, Africa. Wake up, Zambia. No jobs. Selling Chinese people land and selling our birthright. What is happening to Africa? Wake up, African youth. Wake up, Zambian youth. Wake up. Today I pray that next year, Zambia, as we get to elections, may God open our eyes. May God show us the right thing to do in 2021. And as for Africa, that has so many minerals, that is so rich, do you think if Africa was not rich, the Western countries can be coming to get our minerals and go back to their countries? You know, they are surprised because they've tried for so many years getting minerals, gold, copper, precious stones, thinking they'll finish all of them so that Africa can live in poverty and they can control the whole Africa, but God loves us. No matter how much they get, we still have the minerals. They want to have us on their hands so that when we are in poverty, they can control everything and enslave us once again. But it's not possible because God loves us. Zambia has copper. But I wonder, over the years from independence till date, we can't even acquire machines that can produce copper into the finest production, into a finished product that we can sell out there. But instead we sell copper into the Western world, to South Africa, and these people, they go and make products that come back to Zambia. We buy at an expensive prices. What are we doing about that? Wake up. Wake up. Africa unites. We might be living in different countries, but we are one.